Buenos dias. Good day. My name is Leroy Pacheco, President and CEO of the New Mexico Community Development Loan Fund. We're a nonprofit organization that has been in business for over 30 years. We've made over $112 million of small business loans and created over 12,000 jobs in the last 30 years. I've been working in banking, small business administration, nonprofits for over 50 years. I'm pleased today to bring you a bilingual workbook developed by Dr. Marvin Lozano and his wife, Dr. Michela Rivera, psychologist. I think you're going to be excited to take a look at a bilingual approach for Latinos throughout the United States and elsewhere. I am pleased to announce today that we have developed a bilingual approach workbook that I believe will be a resource for those of you that own or run family-owned businesses. You will see the importance of culture. You will see the importance of good planning, good organizational charts with roles that are describing exactly what your cousin, your grandmother, your aunt, your father, your mother should be doing in the success of your family-owned businesses. Come and take a ride with us. I think you'll enjoy it. Come and learn about balancing business, family, and culture. I invite you to take a look at this workbook. You will hear also testimonials from successful business owners throughout the United States. They will tell you intimate details about their own family business and the generations that go back in making sure that culture and family is integrated into the operation of a successful business. Again, take a ride with us. I welcome you to take a look at this workbook. I hope it will become another tool in your toolbox for successful business. Gracias.
Hi, welcome to the podcast on balancing business, family, and culture. My name is Michela Rivera.
And I'm Marvin Lozano.
Together, Marvin and I have co-authored a book. I am a psychologist and have a lot of experience in terms of doing private practice, working with children, youth, and families. I've also done administrative work with state government for early childhood, consulted with early childhood programs. I've also done years in community mental health and community-based clinics. And again, private practice, which includes many hours of work with Latinos.
Thank you, Michela. I would like to share a little bit about myself. And basically, this work that we've put together in this book is a work, a labor of passion, if you will. I began working in community-based lending many years ago out of college as someone who was very interested in helping those that were disadvantaged and socially and economically unable to fulfill their economic dreams. And over a number of years went through the commercial banking industry in various levels. I was fortunate to have good assignments where I managed portfolios of small businesses to large international Spanish-speaking companies outside the country. And transitioned from that into teaching entrepreneurship at a community college and saw a need for a product that could meet the needs of folks that came from programs, or rather from families where they did not have access to small business opportunities. And so I'm happy to be here with you today and share some thoughts with you. So we'd like for you to take away three major areas, if you will. The first one being that it's important to start your business with a vision, a dream of what you want to accomplish. The second thing is develop a clear mission, and that outlines the actions that you will take to realize your vision. Ask yourself, how does my business meet a need or improve the lives of others? And that's critical because by meeting a need, then you open up the doors to really providing a good product or service to those that you want to work with.
Our guest today is Susan Matucci. Susan was born in Cincinnati, but was raised in Chicago. In 1992, Susan moved to New Mexico, and in 1994 founded the Southwest Creations Collaborative. Susan, tell us a little bit more about the work, the actual work being done with Southwest Creations.
Sure. The learning again with the entrepreneurship from Bangladesh was that and taking it to Chicago was that I knew we had to have access to market. So if you're going to create good, consistent jobs, you need to have a way to make sure that you can sell your services or your product consistently. So what we realized is, even though everybody here is very talented and artistic, the best way for us to organize was that we would become a group of people that could provide production, contract manufacturing production to other businesses, as opposed to doing a vertical chain where we're selling our products. Because when you do the vertical chain to sell your own products, much of your money and attention goes into product development, marketing, and not to the labor force, right? Because the labor force is always the least consideration when people are finding a business. They want it to be as cheap as possible, how can made, and ours was upside down. We wanted to create good, consistent, year-round jobs. So we became a cut and sew handwork contract manufacturer working in soft goods for domestic and international companies across the country.
Our guest today is Edward Lujan. Edward was born in Santa Fe, New Mexico. His father was a teacher who later founded and developed an insurance agency. Edward will focus on his own professional development and the roles that family values, traditions, and routines played in how the business was developed. He'll also talk about his commitment to community and giving back to community and teaching in that manner as well. Focusing and valuing on culture, he helped develop the National Hispanic Cultural Center, which is active and existing in Albuquerque today.
Well, I think one of the big philosophies that I've always had, culture, as you can see, is very important to me, and our culture is important. But uh, people, people share. If I share something with you, you're going to share it back. You're going to share something back to me. I mean, that's human nature. That's just going to happen. So we do. And I've always believed. I'm very proud of my culture, and I'm very proud of what our culture, what we've done, and so on and so. And I share it, and part of it, and you mentioned, Michaela, about sharing. It's so important to share, and they'll share their culture with you. I do it on my own. I do it through the cultural center. I've always done it. The second philosophy, very important to business, is you treat people like people, not objects.
And here's some takeaways. There are actually four of them. The first one is that Latino culture is relationship centered. That means that it's inclusive of friends, of family, customers, clients, and owners. Secondly, respect is the foundation of all relationships. Third part is that you need to treat family members who are in business with you with the same respect as you treat others. And then the last part of this is that communication is key. You need to resolve conflict and maintain good relationships by using good communication.